Hello, welcome again to One Manyatta One Toilet project. You can reach us through www.onemanyatta1toilet.org. And today we are in the land of Maasai, and to be precise on Shompole area, whereby we had an epidemic of cholera just the other year. And we are trying to look why don't Maasai have toilets. We did a small research and realized that out of 3,000 houses or manyattas, we only have 2 toilets. We only have 2 manyattas which have toilets. What does that tell us about the other 2,998 families? They do open defecation. And with me here, I have Jeremiah, who is a trained health worker. So I would like Jeremiah to introduce himself and tell us what he does in the village. Jeremiah?
Hi, I'm Jeremiah. I'm Jeremiah Njonga, a community health volunteer. During the pandemic, we did some household contact screening, and then we find that the area is at risk of outbreaks of diseases due to lack of toilets.
Just a little, I cut you a little bit. When were you trained to be a community health worker?
Since 2017.
Since 2017?
Yeah.
So you have been on training or going to training basically to take care of your area?
Yeah, to train about all. I have been trained in all communities health services.
Oh, okay. And basically on your training, what type of training do they give? Like, can you be able to inject somebody medicine or such kind, or do they just train you to screen?
Mostly we don't train on how to inject, but we train mostly on referral and diagnosis of minor diseases and default tracing.
No, the photo tracing, those who are supposed to go back and they don't go. Wow, okay. So how do Maasai ease themselves? How do they have toilets, washroom, or how do they help themselves?
They help themselves by just going to the bush because they don't have toilets, and that's the only alternative.
So, like going to the bush, do you have a specific bush that you go so that you say this is the bush for father, that's the bush for mother, that's the bush for children, or you can just go any bush anywhere anytime?
No, they don't have any specific. You just go any bush that seems to be maybe that can able to hide you. You just go and help yourself there.
Oh, now, we understand that cholera and other waterborne diseases, they are transferable very easily. And why do Maasai know that we still have cholera in this era?
Yes, we understand that there is risk, they are at risk, but since they don't know the importance of the building of that train, they still ignore it.
I will ask you as an example. Jeremiah, do you have a toilet?
Yes, I have a toilet.
Oh, thank God for that. Now, tell me, why is it that it is hard to find a toilet in Manyatta?
Yes.
Why is it that we don't, Maasai community don't build toilets?
Maasai community don't build a toilet because the only that they don't know the importance.
They don't know the importance?
They don't know the importance. Also, they don't see the hardships of maybe going to the bush.
Oh, so for them, they don't see any hardship going to ease themselves in the bush.
Yeah, but when you train them and you tell maybe the importance of, when you help educate them on the importance of that thing, they will use.
Do we have any myth or any cultural belief that will hinder them from building a latrine?
Yeah.
Oh, uh, what do they believe in?
Daughters are not, they are feared to be seen by their fathers when they are going to the latrine. And also, wives are not, they are not confident of using latrine at all.
So they are not confident of using the latrine, and the daughters fear that the father will see them. Will they be able to use the toilet?
Yes.
They won't fear.
At least they won't fear.
Ah.
Because they see this specific for
Toilet for going there.
For men.
For men.
And when I go there,
Yeah.
I cannot be seen by a lady.
Because you are inside the toilet.
Yeah.
Wow. How many people live in one Manyatta? Average?
Average of 8, 5 to 8 people.
That's the old people now with their children. Old people like married.
Per household.
Oh no, now I'm talking about our whole Manyatta.
Our whole Manyatta is between 5 to even to 30.
To 30. And all of those 30 people don't have a place to go and ease themselves.
Yeah.
Wow. This is the reason I'm campaigning for one Manyatta, one toilet. In the last epidemic, how many people are infected in your area?
A high number. It's a high number. Almost more than 50 people were admitted to hospital.
More than 50 people were admitted to the hospital, and many others were treated on their homes. And we would like to know, Jeremiah, how is cholera transmitted or any other diseases transmitted, which is vulnerable to open defecation? When people do open defecation, what kind of other diseases can it be transmitted?
Typhoid.
Typhoid?
Cholera.
Cholera.
And
have you ever had a case of typhoid in this area?
yeah, but yeah, we had.
Oh. So my friends, on my website www.onemanyataonetoilet.org, we are learning and seeing how to help the Maasai community and other pastoralists to build a toilet. They are ready to dig a hole, and then we support them with the materials to build. Cholera, typhoid, and other diseases have been in increase on this area, and some have even caused death. This is why we are calling for partners and for everyone who feels led to support this family. I will ask you the last question, Mr. Jeremiah. Among your community, the people you visit, how many Manyattas do you visit? How many households do you visit as a community health worker in your region?
I have 80 households.
80 households, and every household has got around 10 people.
Yeah.
So that's around 800 people.
800 people.
Out of those 800 people, how many have pit latrine or toilet?
Only 3.
3. Jeremiah is a community health worker, and out of 800 people that he is taking care of as a health community worker, it's only 3 people, including yourself. It's only 3 people or 3 households who have toilets. So what happens to the 797 people? Do we see transmission of disease? Thank you, Jeremiah, for accepting my invitation. And it is my wish that we shall do something to end this open defecation with your help and the help of the community. Thank you very much.